Hi, Kathy here with Kathy's Creations. I'm going to teach you how to sew today in this video. So first what we're going to do is everybody needs to know their sewing machine. If you have lost your manual by any chance, you can go to sewingparts.com online. They have a manual for every kind of sewing machine out there. So if your dog chewed it, you lost it, it got water soaked, makes no difference. You can get online. You can either do it online or you can actually call them. They are super duper friendly. They know their business. They'll help you out. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that you're going to want to do is have your sewing machine. You don't need any thread in it or bobbin thread. If it's computerized like this one is, mine will be making noises because it wants bobbin and it wants thread. I went ahead and I put bobbin in it, but it won't be coming up, and then every time it makes a noise, we'll just beep off on it. So, dust off your sewing machine, get it going, come in, move closer, come on, you got to get over here because you got to see this. All right, don't be afraid, I won't bite. So the first thing you want to do is get yourself a piece of paper. You want to have some lines on it. You can get it already lined, or you can line it like I did. I just used a ruler and a pencil. You can use a pen if you want. I've made them real close here, made them far apart there. So the first thing, you don't need a certain size needle or anything. You wouldn't want to use a twin needle or a wing needle, just a regular needle that comes with your sewing machine. It's usually, I believe, a number 12. Go ahead and you want to put your presser foot down. But before you do that, you want to take your needle and put it in on the line. Always take the wheel on your sewing machine, which is always on the right-hand side, and you want to come forward with it. You never want to go backwards. So bring it down, watch, and put it in. Once you got it in, you go ahead and you put your presser foot down. You can go as slow as you want for accuracy. Okay, so just start out real slow. If you feel like you need to go faster, that's fine. Some people feel like slow is too slow for them, and some feel like fast is too fast. Doesn't make any difference what kind of machine you have. There, it just told me that I needed to put the thread in. So I'm not going fast, but I am going super duper slow. And let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. And if you can see these little bitty holes right here, I don't know if you can see them or not. Can you see them? Okay, and that's what it looks like. You can see it's all down the line. Now, just practice on your paper until you feel comfortable with it. Once you feel comfortable with it, then what you want to do is you want to thread your machine, put a bobbin in, and like I said, if you need to get a manual to do this, by all means, go ahead and do it. And then you can go ahead and do this on the paper, which I'll do here in a couple of seconds. Let me get my thread. I'm going to put two different threads so that you can see it. I tried it with white earlier and I couldn't see anything, so I figured you couldn't see anything on the needle, on the camera either. So my machine threads, let's see if it'll do that. Yes, it did. Okay. So I have red in the needle and I have purple, I believe, down there in my bobbin. So let's see if I can get this to work so that you can see it. And I'm going to go ahead and make the length a little bit longer so it'd probably be easier for you to see. But I will not go fast this way, because even if I go too fast, I won't get straight. And it's all about trying to keep it straight. And this is my normal foot that came with my sewing machine when I first got my sewing machine. Let's see, cut that. Okay, so you should be able to see the red thread. See how big the stitches are? And then you can see the purple on the back. Okay, so what you want to do is, first you want to continue with no thread. Once you're comfortable, then you want to thread it. Okay, so that you can see the difference. Once you're comfortable with the threading part, we're going to come back at the next video and we're going to do it on fabric. So you can either use a pre-cut, whatever you want. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to make a small little project that I think that we can finish pretty quick, because I know it's a big deal to have something made so that you can actually see it. You don't want it to take weeks making it. So maybe we'll make a mug rug. That ought to be pretty simple for everybody. And it'll practice your straight lines. Okay, so pick you out some pretty fabric for the next time. Go ahead and do all this practicing. Learn your machine so you don't get frustrated, because it's very frustrating. So now let me give you a couple of tips in the sewing room if you're new to sewing. The first thing you want to think about is safety. You need to make sure that your room is safe from animals, if you have any, or children. because accidents do happen and it doesn't make any difference how old or how young you are. If you have pets, for example, you have a cat and you're a kind of a person that doesn't close this right here, which is a razor, any kind of animal can either step on it, cut themselves, or lick it, which cats and dogs have been known to do. So if your cat gets on the counter, this is a deadly thing, okay? The same goes for pins. If you just take your pins and you set them aside or they fall on the floor, your pet is on them immediately. If they're anything like my pets, I got a little dog and she licks everything. So I make sure that everything gets put in a pin cushion like this, or I have an arm pin cushion, which I use like this. And I always make sure my pins go right back in it when I'm done. I never just set them aside. Okay, another thing you want to be careful with is anything left that a child can get a hold of, because kids are very curious. They grab everything. So just be really safe with everything. Think about safety first before you actually get into your project. And keep all your things that could be really dangerous in the same area so that you're not missing and looking around for them when you're done with your project. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe and like if you did like. And if you want to make a comment below, by all means, I can take any kind of suggestion you want. Excuse me, and I will see you next time. So next time, get a little closer, a little bit faster, okay? So that's going to wrap it up for today, and as you can tell, I had to pick my little noise maker up. She was a little aggravated that she feels like the video is a little too long. So go ahead and subscribe, like, and make a comment below, and see you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.